Hey guys, Kim Lenga from Emerge Fitness, and I thought I would take this opportunity to do my first Q&A. I've never done this before, but I get a lot of questions, people messaging me, texting me, and asking me things. So I thought, hey, this will be my first Q&A, and I have a list of the common questions that I get, so I'm just going to kick it off and tell you a little bit more about me. So we'll start with the personal stuff. I am 55 years old. I will be 56 in October. I feel better now and healthier now than I did when I was younger. Little 2-minute story about me. Fell in love with fitness at the age of 17. I walked away from a corporate career after 20 years. I was given the opportunity to take a retirement package. So I did, and I got back into fitness. So, again, that's my first love. I went the corporate route, but I got reunited with my first love. Started teaching classes again, and I'll tell you, I felt uncomfortable. I lacked confidence. I felt fluffy. I felt like I didn't look like a fitness instructor. Who was I to be telling people what to do? I was trying every diet in the book to lose weight, and I would do what I did when I was younger, right? You don't eat and you lose weight. Well, when your metabolism is a snail's pace, it doesn't work. And I was in my mid 40s. I was about 46 when I walked away, and took the package. So let me tell you, losing weight and losing fat is really, really hard when you're over the age of 40. So the older you get, the slower your metabolism is. So I began studying food and nutrition. It's like, how do I, right side this train, right? How do I get it back on track? And then in 2019, I was introduced to customized nutrition. So it was my business consultant when I actually launched Emerge Fitness that approached me and said, hey, I want you to take a look at this. And man, game changer. So it was customized and personalized program specifically for me. So no longer am I going to guess at what diet is going to work. I have something that's going to be designed specifically for me. So I immediately jumped on the program. I got on their nutrition, which is their vitamins. So it's customized for me. I'm not going to take anything that I shouldn't and only things that I need. And I ended up changing my diet, right? And eating foods that they told me I needed to eat. Foods that were going to reduce the inflammation in my body because I have a high risk of inflammation. I changed the way that I worked out because my body was not efficient at burning fat. And I just began to feel better. So at the age of, 55, I feel better now and have more energy now than I did when I was younger. And it's just an incredible, incredible feeling. So now I try to coach other people on exactly what they need to do to feel as amazing as I do. A little bit more about me. I love creating content. I actually have a master's in an MBA, and it was a minor in marketing. So sales and marketing is what I did at Ford Motor Company for 20 years. Again, fitness was always my side gig. It was always something that I did, but not as a career. Now I get the opportunity to actually use my marketing, right, and my sales background to do what I love. And it's creating content for people. It's creating these videos. It's creating food and meals in the kitchen. I love the kitchen. And again, this is something I learned from my parents, right? They were in the kitchen doing things. This is what I grew up on. So I love trying to take recipes and make them healthy. So the content that I have created on Emerge Fitness Live has videos in there of me in the kitchen and recipes that I'm making, as well as all of my workouts. So creativity, love it. Exercise, my first love, right? So I fell in love at the age of 17. I was chunky when I was a teenager, and my sister, she is about 12 years older than me. She had her son, and she wanted to go on a diet and lose weight. And she was actually the first one that introduced me to like dieting, and you bite it, you write it, and keeping track of calories and what all that meant. And again, this was years ago, right? So we're looking at probably the late 70s, early 80s. I think when my nephew was born, he was born in 78. So that's what ignited the flame, right? It was like, oh, wow, this is how this all works. And I began working out, and I fell in love with exercise. At the age of 17 is when I actually became a fitness instructor. And I would teach like choreographed routines that I learned from my sister that they taught at Big Tanny, and I would teach to people in a town hall way up in northern Michigan, because I'm from Michigan. So that's how I got my start. And then I continued to teach classes during college, and then even in my early corporate years. Next question. I train 6 days a week. So I go live every single morning on Emerge Fitness Live, and it's an 8 o'clock live viewing. And I tell you what, if you can jump on there live with me, I can talk to you and I can say, hey, good morning, and have some type of conversation. I don't see you, but I see that you're on. And I try to make it a really good experience so that you feel as if you're in the room with me. I'll try to call out your name when I'm teaching, because I know working out to a video might not be fun. So I try to make it as engaging as I can. So Monday through Friday is when I teach live. But in addition to that, I do get out in the real public spectrum. So I do teach at a country club, and it is real close to home. And I like to be able to have that availability to still go out and meet people and do what I love to do in real life. So right after my live performance, I actually go over and I teach in real life in the country club, and then I teach a class on Saturday. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people think, oh, that's why, because she works out all the time. I do plan my workouts so that one is real intense and the other one may not be. So maybe if I'm doing like total body, I'm not going to do two hard classes back to back. And I also make sure that maybe that second class, if I am really tired, it's more instructional. So the ones that I do in person, I can go around in correct form and visually help people and take a little break myself, right? Because remember, I'm 55. Let's see. Most people, oh yeah, this is great. So most people ask me all the time, what is the best workout for me? What should I be doing? I hear HIIT style workouts is great, So what I tell people is HIIT style workouts, they're fantastic and they're great for everybody. And, high intensity interval training, you're able to get your heart rate up to the maximum level that you can, right? Because everybody's going to be different. You want to go at that high intensity level, and then you're going to take a break. So, and it's very low impact. So you're going to make it whatever you need to. It is a great workout, but I tell people the best bet is to figure out what is the best workout for you. I find out that I have an endurance gene, which means I can keep going like the Energizer Bunny and hop, but I can't jump as high and I can't jump as far, right? So I need to incorporate some of those things that I don't like to do. So burpees, I don't like to do them. I really don't, but I do them in my workouts, right? So finding out what the best workout is for you is the way to do it. And that's all done through DNA testing, right? HIPAA compliant program, and I can tell you more about that, but I really don't know. I can give you some advice that HIIT style workouts are great, but really to figure out how does your body burn fat and what is the best workouts for you. And maybe you're like my friend who's not efficient at burning fat at all. And she actually had to back off from her workouts and focus more on her diet to get the transformation that she was looking for. So another common question that I get all the time is, what is it that you eat? And I will tell you, I eat a lot. I feel my body like every 2 to 3 hours. I usually get 5, even 6 meals in a day. Remember, food is energy. That's what I coach on, and I need that energy to get me through the day. I will tell you, eating and looking for protein in every single meal really helps boost the metabolism, particularly as you age. So, being 55, my metabolism is slowing down, right? It's going to be a lot slower than my son's. So I boost that metabolism through working out, right? And I use weights and I do cardio. I do HIIT style workouts, but I also eat smaller meals 5 to 6 times a day. And I always make sure that I get a source of protein in at every single meal. The best way for you to fuel your body is to really figure out what it is that you need. And, DNA is great for that. So for me, it said that I have a high risk of inflammation. So I learned what to look for in foods, and I teach this to other people of what are certain ingredients that you need to be aware of that might be promoting inflammation in your body, and then what can you do about that. I mentioned that my metabolism is slow and that probably a lot slower than my son's. I am married. Going back to personal, I have been married for 25 years. I have 2 adult boys. One is 24 and the other one is 21. My 24-year-old actually is at the University of Miami. He's going on a 3rd year for his doctorate program of physical therapy. He is also a personal trainer, and he fell right into the same thing that I did when he was a teenager. He was chunky, he was kind of lacking confidence. I knew it right away, and I actually hired a trainer to come into my home and work with him, and it lit that boy on fire too. So he fell in love with the body and fueling the body and working out. So he is a personal trainer, and he is also going to be a physical therapist. My youngest son, 21, he was born with a short left leg. It's a condition called CFD, so congenital femoral disorder. He spent the majority of his life in the hospital. I was his caregiver. We went through evasive surgeries to correct and lengthen his leg. He had his first surgery at the age of 1, where we tried to put a pin in it. And that didn't work. And we have found this wonderful, amazing doctor that lived out of state, and we went to him for corrective surgery on my son's leg. So he had his first major hip reconstruction at the age of 2.5, and then he had another 12, 13 surgeries after that. 3 major surgeries. The other ones were minor. He would slip and fall and break his leg, and we'd be on a plane to Florida to have the doctor correct it. But yeah, 15 surgeries in all. He is 21, 2 feet on the ground. He just graduated from college, and he's actually going to be starting his career at General Motors as a software programming engineer. So great family, very supportive of everything that I do. And honestly, going through what we did with having a son that was born with that condition, it wasn't easy, but it made us stronger. And so as a family, we knew how to choose things that were positive, that would bless us going forward, rather than claiming the victim. All right, guys, and I'm going to land this plane. So that's just a little bit of information about me, but here's some tips for you. Make this a lifestyle. You know, don't worry about dieting and all of the severe restrictions. If you have a goal and your intention is to lose weight, well, then I totally suggest that you figure out what the best workout is for you, the best diet that is for you, that's going to work with your body, and then you put that playbook into action. But then you have to change your lifestyle, right? And just make this a lifestyle. It should never be about severely restricting your diet or your lifestyle. It's just talking about an equal balance, but knowing how your body is best equipped at working out, at fat loss, at inflammation, all of these things, that would be, the best bet. Other things that, just to do and make it a natural habit, drink a lot of water. I say go for a gallon a day. Secondly, make sure that you really limit any processed foods, okay? And if you watch any of my cooking, I'll show you how to make really great, delicious recipes. And you don't have to go to a box or package. Start reading labels, and if you don't know how, I can show you how. You want to look for key things that are in the ingredients. Don't be so focused on calories, right? And the last tip that I would give you is, if you're looking for fat loss, protein is going to be the name of the game. You want to make sure that you are fueling your body with protein and a real source of protein, and don't be afraid of some branched chain amino acids. So with all that said and done, I am Kim Wenga. I am Emerge Fitness, and that is a little background about me based on questions that I get all the time from you. So have a great day.